What up? This is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Netflix new series, Mortem, No One Dies in Skarnes. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you'd like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. First up, I would like to say thank you to Netflix for granting me the screeners to this entire new show. They've asked me to not spill spoilers, therefore this review is spoiler free. I repeat, there are no spoilers in this video review. Wow! If there is one international show on Netflix that you should watch this year, let it be Mortem, No One Dies in Skarnes, which hails from the country Norway. This is one of the most unique and fresh takes on vampires that you'll ever see. It's kinda like Let the Right One In meets 6 Feet Under, but with a morbid, irreverent sense of humor. That's how you basically describe Mortem. So it's not a ha-ha rolling on the floor type of funny, but the comedy lies more in the cluelessness and the confusion and the chaos of trying to get a handle on the awkward, bloody transformation. Written by Peter Holmsen and directed by Harold Zwart and Peter Holmsen, in Mortem, No One Dies in Skarnes, Live Hallangen is declared dead. Hours later, she suddenly wakes up on the forensic table. A dark, insatiable hunger has awakened her. Meanwhile, her brother Ode tries to keep the family funeral home afloat, but the stagnant death rate in the small Norwegian town of Skarnes makes it impossible. Live has to learn to control her new dangerous nature and decide if she is willing to sacrifice people's life for her own survival, which ironically goes hand in hand with the survival of the family business. The show's drama will hook you just as much as its comedy. Mortem writers create these circumstances surrounding Live that makes it more and more difficult for her to keep her secret hidden with each passing episode. The story is set in a small town where even the senior citizens tend to live long lives. So what is generally a lucrative business in other parts of the world, funeral homes, well, that's not the case in a mostly boring, uneventful town like Skarnes. The story mostly centers around Live, but her brother Ode is also quite the character. Your heart just bleeds for the guy, as he's constantly struggling to keep his head above water. So yes, it gets more significantly challenging for Live to keep her mess together, but the same can also be said about Odd. You can call it a dysfunctional family dramedy, but theirs is definitely a family-facing rude awakenings. Oh, and there's these 2 cops, the only 2 cops in the entire place. One has been in the job longer, so she is cynical and wouldn't go the distance, while her partner has the need to solve mysteries like he's on some kind of a detective show. The dynamics between the odd couple cops, on top of Live and Odd's siblingship, make for a consistently stimulating and chuckle-worthy conundrum. And the episodes are layered with all kinds of revelations of not only about what Live is, but also why she is more precious than she thinks. This is a vampire story unlike anything I've ever seen. It even has bold sequences that other shows only dream of attempting. There's no sparkle, and no fangs, and no flying, which makes Live literally running around all over the town one of the highlights of Mortem. The episodes themselves also have cheeky death-related titles, and there's a procedural nature to it as well. The performances of all the actors across the board are terrific, especially the lead, Catherine Johansson, who plays Live. Catherine gets really down and dirty in there. Nothing is too uncomfortable for her. This whole show is such an eccentric, absurdly amusing way of approaching something that's generally considered horror. And by the end of it, it leaves me wanting more of Mortem. Cross our fingers that our wish may be granted.